Hey Physique Freaks, how's it going? Scott Tuzana, MetabolicMasterpiece.com. It is Friday, November 6th. I've got your third and final full body circuit training workout of the week coming your way, as well as every meal that I ate for the day. This will complete our deload week, and we'll get back to body part splits starting Monday. Woke up at 6:30 a.m., grabbed myself a cup of coffee with a drop of 2% milk in there. Just before 10 o'clock, made Angie and I some eggs, so 8 egg whites, an extra large egg, spinach, mushroom, peppers, cooked in half a tablespoon of coconut oil, and topped with a bit of ketchup. No walk for Chief today, unfortunately. Really kind of missed that for sure. One of my favorite parts of the day, just a busy day today. I did do 20 minutes on the stair climber after this. Actually, immediately after the workout, Rick and I went and did some posing. You can see that in a separate video, my progress update, shredded Saga. But here we are for our last full body circuit of the week. Only doing this for this week. It's a deload week for us. Circuit training isn't normal, but it's a nice change of pace. Actually, I really can't imagine doing it for any longer than a week. It would kind of lose that novelty factor for us. But definitely, we're enjoying the pump that we're getting from it. We're enjoying the just the conditioning that we're getting from it. So here we are starting with dumbbell chest press. I believe I had about 15 reps there, 70-pound dumbbells. So I still had a rep or two in the tank, not trying to kill ourselves with these workouts. Again, it's just a deload. So we're just getting those muscles pumping and not overworking them. But we do like getting in the gym rather than taking a week off. And just all in all, it just feels great. This is the first stringer I've ever owned. I got this one from Scott Herman over at Muscular Strength. It's Natty for Life shirt. Love it. Love that I'm able to see a bit more muscle, a little bit more detail on the back and chest. It feels a little weird sometimes wearing it, a little uncomfortable the first time I put it on, but enjoying it right now. Here we got front squats, hammering out 15 reps here. Really looking forward to seeing the details popping out in the back as I get leaner and leaner throughout this cutting phase. There we got Paul. So I was working in with Paul and Rick today, all three of us just hammering through the circuit workout. It's pretty wild how three guys training together it doesn't slow us down at all. It doesn't take any more time than if Rick and I were just training the two of us together. So really enjoy the camaraderie and just hanging out with other guys in the gym who are like-minded, very positive, very driven, very passionate about this lifestyle, really supporting each other, and just a lot of fun, So here we are, chest-supported dumbbell rows. Love the feel of this little apparatus, nice control. Shrug those shoulders up first, so retract the shoulder blades and then drive those elbows up. Again, with all these exercises, as with the first two full body circuit training workouts that we did earlier this week, aiming for 10 to 15 reps. And again, most of the time we're not going for failure. Sometimes I just get a good little pump going, I push it towards the end, but the weight's light enough where I'm not, it's not killing me. It's not a big strain. Love some half natty lighting there. Some good details in the shoulders and arms. Upright rows. Really love doing upright rows with the individual weight plates. A lot more freedom to adjust your width as you're going along. I like to start out a little bit wider, where it's going to place a little more emphasis on the lateral delts. And then as I fatigue, bring the plates in a little bit closer. You're going to get a little more emphasis on the traps there, but still getting some delta action. A lot easier, a lot more comfortable on the wrist as well. Here we got a preacher curl machine. This was tough. This was tougher than I was expecting with this weight, which is lighter than normal. It's just the style of the circuit training. So getting a full stretch in the bottom. Normally with the preacher curl, you're only going to feel it in the bottom third of the movement, but with this apparatus, you're getting tension all the way through. But really make sure that you're getting a full stretch in the bottom there. And the last exercise in this circuit is the skull crusher, the lying tricep extension. All in all, just a great pump. By the time you get to this point in the workout, I mean, you're gassed. You're breathing. It's tough. I think that's the toughest part about circuit training like this, where you're just moving from one exercise to the next without allowing any rest between exercises other than walking to the next exercise. It's once you get started, like especially moving from front squats to the chest supported dumbbell rows, just trying to catch your breath, get your breathing on point, not fighting it. It's a bit of a challenge there. So resting for about 90 seconds after this, and then repeating that circuit just one more time. So a total of 2 sets. That's what we're doing for everything this week. 2 sets of each circuit. We do 3 circuits. So 3 different groups of exercises, 3 circuits each workout. So this is the second circuit, beginning with decline bench press. I'm just pumping it out, not locking out on many of these reps, just keeping the constant tension there. Getting a good pump on. The weight isn't overly challenging. Again, anywhere from 10 to 15 reps. Some exercises are closer to 10, some are closer to 15, depending on the weight that I have on the bar, depending on how hard I want to push myself with that exercise. That felt pretty darn good. Moving on over to the leg press. This was a great time and a great day to be in the gym. It wasn't too busy at this time, so we weren't getting in anyone else's way. I guess that's one of the big struggles with doing circuit training, is taking up a lot of equipment, and could upset some members if it's a busy time. But our gym is never really too busy. There's certain peak times, but this is a perfect time of day. We're working out at 10:30 in the morning here, and really quiet. One of my favorite times of the day to train. So leg press, just nice control, pumping out 15 reps here. Allowing myself to go down just far enough where my butt's not going to rock up off the bench, keeping the tension on the thighs. If you get down too low, feel a lot of the tension really shift up towards the hips and lower back. So walking over to the closed grip pull down now, so reverse grip, palms facing you. Again, 10 to 15 reps here. Keeping fairly upright. The big thing with this, you want to retract the shoulder blades first. So good stretch, squeeze those shoulder blades down, and then drive those elbows down to your side. Really puff up your chest here. You don't want those, notice how I'm keeping the shoulders back. If your shoulders start to round forward on this exercise, the weight's either too heavy or you've reached the point where you're fatigued. So really driving a little arch in that lower back, drive that chest up to the ceiling, like the details I'm seeing there in the back. Really looking forward, as I said with the front squat there, really looking forward to seeing those details pop out in the next few weeks. So now that I've dropped 5 pounds in the first 3 weeks of this cutting phase, it's the initial weight coming from, I think, food weight, a little bit of water, glycogen, and getting a little wardrobe malfunction here. I think that's one of the downfalls of the stringer. A little nip slip there. My apologies for anyone who is offended by that. We have Janet Jackson and Justin Timberlake to thank for it. Love this machine. So again, we already did lying tricep extensions, the skull crushers. This is very, very similar to that, but a different kind of tension. And we really enjoy it. It's a great exercise. And walking to the other end of the gym, Rick just paused the recording. Didn't want to get some people into the video there. Respect their privacy. And here we're doing a Y press. Love the Y press. So finishing at the top, out wider than a normal shoulder press, really changes the tension, the emphasis on this movement. You're going to feel a little bit more in the lateral aspect of the delts here. Great pump, great burn. Of course, you're going to have to go lighter than you normally would with a dumbbell shoulder press. Even though I'm in the cut, feeling a little flat, in a deficit here, still pretty happy with the fullness I'm seeing in the shoulders there. Last exercise in this circuit, barbell bicep curls. I like to keep those elbows in front, locked in place, full extension in the bottom. See so many people doing this exercise. They're almost keeping their elbows at a 40-degree angle, and all their movement is through the shoulders, flexing at the shoulders, extending at the shoulders, and it's just ridiculous. So lighten that load, get full extension, and keep those elbows locked in place. Loving the vascularity I'm seeing here. That's going to be really popping out in the next 4 to 5 weeks. It's going to get sick, guys. Absolutely sick. Love seeing that. I'm fascinated with those kind of details. So again, rest for 90 seconds. Repeat that circuit one more time. This is our third and final circuit. Again, as with the other two full body circuit training workouts, our final circuit is just 3 exercises, one for chest, one for back, one for legs. The first 2 circuits, we include the shoulders and the arms in there. I'm playing around with different hand positions here, just feeling different kinds of stretches and tension in the pecs here by either having my palms facing each other or supinating those wrists and have the palms facing each other. So just alter. I'm just getting playful. The weight's light enough that really focusing on trying to get that mind-muscle connection in the chest. There's times wherein I lose it during that exercise. So I was really focused on it there. And now we're shifting over to the dumbbell pullover. And for this one, I like to keep my hips dropped close to the floor. I just find that I get a much better stretch in the back. I feel it all along the traps to the mid back. Just an excellent. I just find it a hell of a lot better. Trying to keep the triceps out of this, so elbows are slightly bent and they're going to stay in that position. I don't straighten or bend the arms anymore. Another wardrobe malfunction there, but natty for life, brother, natty for life. Love the feel of this movement. Again, just really trying to feel it. Everything like just below the armpit, just behind the armpit there, upper lat area. You're going to engage the chest right away as well. In the beginning, you're going to feel a lot of this in the serratus. Those little fingers that kind of stick out from under the lats. Those are going to be popping out on me in the next few weeks as well. But try to keep the triceps out of it as much as you can. It's damn near impossible to get them out of it. They're going to be involved in the movement, but you don't want to get them over involved. You want to try to steer all of that tension to the lats and traps. And again, I like to have the hips down. It helps me feel that stretch. Rick keeps his hips up a little bit higher. I think Paul did the same thing. He was up a little bit higher too. Finishing off, leg curls. High reps here, nice explosive movements, explosive contractions. I like to keep my toes, try to point them towards my shin most of the time. Try not to allow them to point up where the calves are going to get contracted and involved in the movement. But this is where we're going to repeat this set one more time. Total of 2 sets here. Again, like I said, I did 20 minutes a hit on the stair climber afterwards, as well as some posing practice with Rick. Afterwards, quarter after 1, grab post-workout meal, 2/3 cups oats, 3/4 cup blueberries, 1 scoop of protein powder. And then dinner time, we had some leftover pasta there, so I had a bit of that, as well as some mixed veggies. I grabbed just another little scoop of pasta afterwards. Total calories for my day today were just above 2,000, so kind of right where I want to be right now. Was tempted to do a refeed, but held off on it. Grabbed my 3 Hershey bars, so minis, 150 calories total there. Watched a movie last night, Tomorrowland. Really enjoyed that. Big bowl of popcorn here. Grabbed a little extra on top of that. Again, I was very tempted. Friday nights is usually when I have a refeed. I'm like, I'm gonna hold off. I don't feel like overly hungry, but I wanted a little bit extra today, so another 3 mini chocolate bars. Again, just barely above 2,000 calories.